found that folks in Shawnee have a deep sense of place and a pride of place. I think you really see that manifested in the theater. The Hocking Valley coal boom started as America needed to industrialize. During that time, these communities really flourished. They sprung up sort of as a result of the mineral resources that existed in the ground. The theater was built in 1907 by the Improved Order of Redmond, a social fraternal organization. When it was built, it was the largest building in Perry County, and it was noted as sort of an early example of I-beam architecture.
When they built this building, they intended the first floor to be for rent out for businesses. The second floor was a theater to make money for the group and to provide entertainment. The third floor is where their business meetings were held.
In a lot of ways, these civic organizations really fostered community and really built community infrastructure that exists in a lot of the downtowns found throughout the Hocking Valley.
What we forget is that these were towns, and that coal miners' lives was not just about working, although that's a big part of it, working daylight to dusk, but they did get time out, that they did get a chance to take their families somewhere. You might get an ice cream, you might take in a show. But this is where, the recreational possibilities and getting something away from the mines would occur, bringing in another world.
The boom is only a finite amount of time. And so by 1925, these communities, because their sole economy was based on one income, once the coal leaves, the town kind of leaves with it. That's sort of a struggle we're still dealing with today.
This building was about to be torn down. It was in terrible shape. The water was running through the roof, the plaster was falling off, and a construction firm that was somewhere in town saw it and knew that this had steel I-beams. But they knew that those I-beams were worth money. So they offered the owner of the building $500 and they would tear it down for him. Well, a waitress at the local restaurant heard the conversation and this news, and she told her boyfriend that they were going to tear this building down. And his name was Skip Ricketts, he still lives around here. He was thinking, oh no, they can't tear that down. So he went to see the owner, Louis Hayden, and said, they'll give you $500 and tear it down. I'll give you $500 and I'll try to keep it up. And so he took the deal. And Skip went and borrowed $500 and got his friends to join him, and they started working on saving the building.
To me, the Tecumseh Theatre means a lot. It really represents the passion and the creativity and the resourcefulness that people in this area have.
Tecumseh Theatre is an important place to us as a symbol of what can be done. This building was going to be destroyed, and the local people got together and saved it. And they did it with sweat equity and raising money, selling sandwiches and ice cream in the park, anything they could. But they brought this building back to life. And this has led to an example of what can be done on very little money and very few people. I think it's an inspiration.